Mouth-watering prospects for tomorrow, but let's concentrate on the next match, and it is New Zealand up against Kenya. Final match for these two teams, and head-to-head shows that New Zealand has a clear advantage with 32 victories of the 35. And they last met in October of this year, New Zealand winning comfortably by 31 points to nil. Well, Sir Gordon Titchens has played the ultimate compliment to Kenya and their new coach Paul True by starting 3 of the Fab 4. The two players that have stood out on day one in the two matches are number 12 Ambrose Curtis and also Bryce Heem, having scored 3 tries each. For Kenya, there's plenty of experience with Biko Adema in his 36th event, but all eyes on number 11 Collins and Jeddah. 2 tries here to match the 164 that he has scored in his illustrious career. Well, the big question, Kevin Cowley, is what has Paul True learnt with these Kenyans that he's possibly able to bring against New Zealand?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, that, because we heard him earlier this morning saying, you know, he's work in progress, and it's understanding a culture on the one side, never mind a philosophy, and you have your own philosophy of playing. He knows how he should be playing against New Zealand. Can he get the Kenyans to play like that too? So that's the big question, and you know, it's always difficult, I think, when you've just started with something. You look at Gordon Titchens, he's been around there for donkey's years, and even although he's got some newcomers in his side, you've just seen how wonderful they've been. They've been absolutely magnificent. We saw Ambrose Curtis this morning too, really good. And he has a speedster for you.
Yes, referee from South Africa, Rasta Rashavange, and he is quality. Very, very quick on the refereeing circuit. Loves what he does, and he's just one of those characters that you just really enjoy being in the environment.
10-6 for the 100 and 144 for the 800. Nothing wrong with that.
So Biko Adema gets us underway. Kenya playing left to right. New Zealand in the traditional black shirts, the All Black 7s, and first mistake by the New Zealanders to knock it forward. Here is Adema, tackled by Captain DJ Forbes. And now Kenya looking to get off to a great start. The ball being ripped back by Bryce Heem, and now he feeds it out to Forbes, but the referee says that has gone backwards. First contact and first possession for the men in black. Just need to calm the nerves down a little bit here, be patient. As Phil Mickelson now goes lateral. Tim Mickelson, rather. Phil Mickelson's the golfer. He's certainly not here.
Well, just also, you asked the question as well, Willie, about the two teams. You know, for Kenya to really be competitive in this game, they've got to be very strong at the breakdown point, but more importantly, they can't lose their structure across the field, because with the likes of Ambrose Curtis, for example, Joe Webber, they can really get punished if New Zealand get into space.
Well, perfect attacking opportunity for Kenya. Set piece is good. Tharma through, putting pressure on, and supported by Curry. Agunda. Big tackle coming in from Heem, and it needed to be made.
First man in, holding on.
First man in, holding on to the ball, and so the quick tap from Scott Curry. Mickelson out to Tharma. One player out to the left, and this is Curtis. Ambrose Curtis, and a good tackle from Adema. Mickelson goes in to clear it. Curry. Webber. The step. Looking to accelerate was Joe Webber. 30 out are the New Zealanders. No advantage because side entry. And so DJ Forbes, the captain, taps and goes. 7 out, the clearance is good. Heem finds Curry. Big pass to Mickelson. One player is free out here, in fact 2 up. Tharma, now he sets it up for Curtis, Ambrose Curtis. 2 tries today, this could be number 3, pops it up, and Tamasi Tharma opens the account for New Zealand. Brilliant awareness and support. And Tamasi Tharma scores 140th try in his career.
This is the difference between a real quality team like New Zealand and many others. When they get into the 22, they make it work, they score points. And Tamasi Tharma plucked that out of the air quite beautifully. He's just such a good general, but the support play was the important thing there.
Well, plays in the Manawatu region in New Zealand, 33 years young. Nicknamed Junior to his teammates, but he really is one of the senior players. And of course, Junior is nicknamed because of his father, famous father, Tamasi Thama Senior, who was a terrific player for Fiji in his time.
Conversion's good too, so it's a 7-pointer. And just about at 2,000 points there, Tamasi Thama. Had a fantastic career. Isn't it amazing how nations, you have people, we always talk about Masolo Serevi, but there's always one guy that really standds out, and he most definitely has Thama in a quality team.
Thama gets us underway, missed by the Kenyans, and so they'll get the line out here. Just over red there by Ayori for Kenya. I know, talking with the former New Zealand Sevens captain Carl Tanana, because these two sides met on the Gold Coast, where Gordon Titchen's plan is always to flood the breakdown area. Always felt that the Kenyans never really sent too many players in there, and so a lot of turnovers occurred in that tournament where New Zealand won 31 points to nil. Maybe the adjustments have arrived with Paul True, the new coach, but there's a mistake, and the ball's come to Ambrose Curtis. Racing away, Ambrose Curtis to score his third here on the goal in Dubai, rather. And wow, that's just a mistake. That was costly.
Get it. You got to bring it, Tom.
Try number 4. His 8th of the season.
Well, in possession, they had the opportunity. Collins and Jira had it plucked away from him. Ambrose Curtis needs no introduction to a try line.
6.
He really is a star, potential star for the future, this young man. He's big, he's quick, and he's got a good feel for the game.
4 tries here in Dubai on day 1. You wouldn't put it past Tamasi Thama converting this from way out wide. Well, he's a superstar, as you say, the 21-year-old winger. 6'4".
Same size.
Second tournament, 8 tries, 4 here on day 1. And look at that, you can't give the ball away to New Zealand and expect not to be punished. So Thama with that trademark restart, giving Bryce Heem a chance to get up and compete. It's fallen into the hands of Kenya, as the captain, New Zealand captain, tries to hold him up and slow the ball down, but it comes back for Amonde. And now Kenya,
Backwards,
another mistake, but backwards, says the referee, so they play on. The counter ruck coming in, that's that area that New Zealand wanted to put pressure on, and you can see that there are 3 Kenyans that are down on the ground, but Amonde throws the dummy, and then he skips through. One player to beat Thama right around the bootlaces. Better play from Kenya and Jeddah. Now they get it wide. This is Adema. Player out wide is Agunda. But a big tackle coming in from Scott Curry. It's cleared, and Kenya still in possession. Thama with the tackle. And the ball lost forward on that occasion. And you can see just how ferocious New Zealand are at the breakdown.
It was exactly what I was going to say, Willie. Absolutely they are. Making sure, especially in a defensive situation like that, winning the ball was just absolutely vital for them. They made 100% sure they got it. And look at the tackle attempts as well. Kenya have missed 2 tackles. Of course, competing at the breakdown, we said, is important. Their structure is important, but you've also got to make your tackles.
Well, 14 seasons of this magnificent IRB 7 series, 47 tournament wins to New Zealand, and they haven't won in Dubai since 2009. Siren goes for the break. 2 tries to New Zealanders. Thama looks up and finds Curry out on the flank. Kenyans now looking to try and hold him up. This will be a turnover, and it'll be half-time as well. He's trying to fight to get to the ground, but unable to.
You got a flag. Okay, wait, break up. Time's up.
Well, the assistant referee has seen something out here, and so
time off, please.
Still time on.
Yes, Norman. Okay, so let's get this right. 8 red, dangerous tackle in that move. Okay, your recommendation? Yellow card. Yellow card.
Well, big call, Andrew Amonde. High tackle, I think it was on Scott Curry.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there was a tackle.
You went round the neck. Come on. You grabbed the guy around the neck. So,
Here comes the card.
No, come on.
Oh, nicely put, wasn't it? Let's have a look at this now.
Is it Jack?
So it wasn't actually in the tackle, but he was wrenching at his neck as he was holding on the ball.
Come back, go, Red.
And I think that's a fair call.
Yeah, look, he's just trying to wrap the ball up there. He's gone high, but yeah, I'm not so sure. As Tharma now breaks away for New Zealand, 7-on-6. Tharma won't have the pace to go all the way, but this guy, Will Curtis, feeds it inside, and the Kenyans will be pleased to go to the break. 12-0 at the break, but the Kenyans will have to do it with 6 players for the first 90 seconds of the second half.
All right, good. Chimpo. Michael.
Be a little bit smarter, eh? We could have pulled out then. We don't have to take everything to the line, particularly near the sideline. Just one thing, Junior. We start here, France. We start like chasing like anything, so we bring it back and make sure that we drop on the other side. So go to midfield, France, and bring it back. Scurrying you guys, anytime there's someone on your outside, Timmy, when they're in space, hold up early, hit them early, because then it gives us time to drop. We're just holding it a little bit too much on the inside. Give it to them early, then we can drop it.
Listen, guys, it's like we had 3 or 4 opportunities. It's like we have to protect our ball. All that they're doing is when they get into the tackle is that they rock the ball out of your hands. One hand carry, 2 hand into contact, alright? Yeah. Just hold on to the ball. When we spread them out wide, don't come on the football lines. Rather hang back so we can get the Paleka. Because we had them over there. 3 or 4 times we had them in the 22 and we didn't capitalize. Now those are opportunities that we have to take. Patrice, watch for the Indanis on the inside. He was on for Biko on the outside, on the inside when you went there. Sift the ball from now. Alright, while they're sending to the 10, let the 10 run it up. Alright.
Get them on, please.
Biko, you all for Eden. We'll have to hang on to our ball, guys. Alright. Yeah. We defend, no sweeper at the back. Alright.
Tuko. 1, 2. Kenya.
Clear messages from both coaches. Paul True just wanting his players to show a little patience, to try and spread it wide, whereas Gordon Titchens is saying we don't want to play it down the tram lines, and if we get into that situation, don't be afraid to just throw the ball back to the person back in the pocket.
Well, Paul True spoke about opportunities, and they did have. They had a fair number, didn't cash in on them, but they've given 6 balls away, have Kenya, compared to New Zealand's 2. And they've often been in situations which have posed a real threat to them.
It's interesting because they just need to be patient, hold on to the ball, do New Zealand, instead of going into contact and trying to break the line straight away. Change of tactic as they now kick out towards where Scott Curry is. Ball bounces, but into the hands of the Kenyans, lost forward there by Mulamba. Of course, remember, Kenya down to 6 players and 90 seconds remain for Andrew Amonde.
Yeah, tough there. Kick in again. You want to try and control the ball where you can. And Kenya are unable to do that, so not a great start that into the second half. New Zealand have the put in. But Mickelson standing close by. He's moved back a little bit. Oh, he's in the fly half position. Just a good playmaker to Mickelson.
As Tomasi Tharma identifies that they are down a man. Into the contact, support is good. Curry, Forbes, Heem. Mickelson is there, but Heem backs his own pace and then flicks it up to Mickelson. And Tim Mickelson goes around to score his second try here in Dubai.
He's so often an unsung hero, is Tim Mickelson. And he's had the accolades in the past. He's a really hard worker in the engine room. But have a look at this good support play from him. There's the little pop pass. Brilliant execution, well held by Mickelson. And New Zealand, well, on a roll in the second half.
Well, it's winger to winger in the 15-a-side game as well, because you look at Heem, you look at Mickelson, and also Curtis, the 3 players that represent their provincial sides out on the flanks. Change from Gordon Hitchens as well. He's replaced one winger with another by bringing on Sherwin Stowers in jersey 9.
Okay, bring him on, bring him on.
So the sin bin returns to the field, and it's not Andrew Amonde, and made a clean substitute there.
Horace Otieno thought he might well have started the game with his experience.
The tap back, Mickelson rushing through to try and get the ball. Let's see if the Kenyans are able to stretch the New Zealanders through Agunda. In to clear it as Agero has just come on the field as well. Wanjala out to Collins and Jetta. And Jetta on Curtis, and Curtis goes right around the bootlaces. Now the counter ruck coming in from the New Zealanders.
Counter ruck is good.
Counter ruck is good, says the referee, but the Kenyans using their hand on the ground.
Here we go.
Forbes gets us underway again. Thama. Curry. Been good in this match as Scott Curry from the Manawatu.
Ruck now.
Ball's kicked out. Luckily it falls into the hands of Webber. Joe Webber stepping, good footwork. Thama clears it. Heem is still on the field, and this is Sherwin Stowers with his first touch of the ball. There's the pull-out that Gordon Hitchens was talking about. Being prepared to go one way and then come back the other, and Scott Curry has the ball now. 2-on-1 situation, draw and pass should do it. And the ball goes out to Mickelson, his second of the match, 120th of his career, and it's New Zealand's 4th. Well, no, it's not. He's passed it back to DJ Forbes.
Well, DJ Forbes already with over 100 tries in his illustrious career. The conversion is good. A terrific play here again by New Zealand. Sherwin Stowers was happy to go across the field, but I just think that the support players were perfectly positioned. They got themselves into the right place, and then it was really a 3-on-0 situation.
It's that width that they're talking about, isn't it? And there you go. That's how you get selected for the next game, is you give the ball to your captain over the try line. Guaranteed selection for the next match.
Just make sure.
Another replacement there in Gillies Kaka, and that's gone the required 10 metres. Up and contesting is
That's a maul.
Heem. That's a maul you can hear from the referee, and so the turnover here will occur for New Zealand, and everything going the way of the All Black Sevens.
Yeah, but in particular, they're winning the breakdown. And they're winning it because they're piling enough people in there, very competitive. And that aspect of the game has really belonged to them. They haven't given Kenya any real chances. Collins Injera, their key runner, has found no space at all, and there's been good defensive lines from New Zealand.
Yeah, the other thing that I've liked is the variation in the kicks. They used Heem on a couple of occasions, then they went to Curry, and on that one there they just dropped it the required 10 metres from Gillies Kaka.
In the middle.
So the variation good from the All Black Sevens.
Fine. Set.
So Curtis is off, Heem is still on the field. Set piece now, Mickelson runs across the field, drops the ball now to Stowers. Trying to hold him up, the Kenyans, but he's fought his way to the ground, and here's DJ Forbes out to Kaka. Back into the pocket is Webber, who then fights to Mickelson. Mickelson will step and go, just like that. Stowers on the inside, shut the gate. Stowers will race away to score. New Zealand's 5th try. And well, it's clinical. One way, they push it back into the pocket. They look for the mismatch. Mickelson steps and Stowers scores.
Absolute key issue here was New Zealand were happy to go back almost 20 metres to find space in the middle there. And Mickelson, once again, very much part of that mix, providing the space there ultimately for Sherwin Stowers.
Well, you've been a proud South African. It looks like South Africa will meet Kenya in the quarter-final tomorrow. Of course, Paul Shrew, having coached South Africa. What are your expectations?
That's an unfair question, that, Willie. But you know what? He's a new ground right now. In fact, the question was posed as well to Carl Brown. You know, tomorrow against your old coach, what will it be like? But we know that rugby's professional, and every game's a new one. And I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a lot of needle in that game.
reaching high but not touching it with Sam Dixon, and so possession for Kenya as we enter the last 60 seconds of this match. New Zealand will be thrilled that Kenya haven't opened their account yet to score a point in this game. No Mbachi, no Kayange, Ashoya, Uma or Mbaka, and it's just been all New Zealand as David Raikuna gets his first touch of the ball, trying to get on the outside of Collins and Jeddah. The recycling is good, but he was the tackler in Jeddah, so he had all rights to the ball. Now Kenya through Otieno, Ayange. There's that width that the coach was asking for. New Zealand have been equal to the challenge. Mulama, the new man for Kenya. Counter ruck coming in, that's where they flood it. That's what they're talking about, and they had to play the ball on the ground at Kenya. Well, that tactic has certainly worked for New Zealand, flooding that area where the Kenyans don't send in enough players.
Back, on him.
Yeah, they've been quite dominant at the breakdown point, and as you say, flooding it, but certainly even there, where they thought the ball had been lost, they were happy to pile in and look for another one.
Yeah, staying on their feet was the key as well for New Zealand as Kaka gets it wide. Lakenball's just come on the field. Here's Bryce Heem with the no-nonsense approach of just going straight ahead. The man they call Avatar places it for Stowers. Webber, the dancing feet of Joe Webber, and he's just got too much class to get on the outside of Collins and Jeddah. Passes it inside to Dixon, and what a performance from New Zealand. This will bring it to 38. Surely it's going to be 40. And Gordon Titchens will be thrilled with this. Dixon might even have a crack at it himself. Well, they did nothing wrong in 14 minutes of sevens rugby.
No question that Gordon Titchens will be pleased with this performance, because it has been very much an all-round team performance. We've seen the ball moved, but they played very structured rugby, and that's a fantastic victory. To beat Kenya by 40 points to nothing is very, very special. So confirmation then of the score here: New Zealand 40, Kenya none.
New Zealand coach Gordon Titchens. Gordon, you were a bit ring rusty right at the start of the day, but pretty ruthless since then. What's pleased you most about today?
We've come on, and some of the new younger guys have pushed their way into what I term as probably the top starting lineup at the moment, which is great. And there's a lot of competition for places. It's a pretty strong squad on paper. Started really scratchily this morning, especially in the first half against France, but from then on we've kicked on, and it's about confidence, and we're building confidence, and a good team, but you've got to play together well, and we're starting to do that certainly at the end of tonight, and 40 points on Kenya's a good result for us.
2009 you last won here. Argentina stand between you and the Cup first up tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it's tomorrow's another day, and Argentina have done pretty well to get where they are, and there's no easy games in any of the IB World Sevens tournaments now, and we'll look at Argentina tomorrow, and hopefully can win that and move on. But Dubai's, it's certainly it's eluded us over the last few years, and we'd certainly love to win this one.
Thanks, Gordon.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Gordon Titchens there, hard taskmaster, but you've got to earn that black shirt, and some of these youngsters have certainly put up their hands here on the opening day of competition in Dubai.